Hello, I'm Jamie.
Hello, I'm Mark, and it's time for another episode of Through the Garden Gate. It's Tuesday night, it's 7:30, it's time for another episode of Through the Garden Gate. I'll apologise in advance, I'm very snotty tonight. Hay fever is kicking my bottom.
I sat down about 3 seconds ago.
I was exactly the same. I was like, oh, I'm going to be late.
I know, yeah.
Jogging down the garden.
I grabbed a tripod and ran and thought, right, I'm going to go in the allotment and sit down. Oh, lovely. But I'm going to say, I haven't got my cup.
You've let the side down.
I have, I'm sorry.
I've got my cup, but there's nothing in it. I tried it on a gin instead.
Oh, see, we've just come back from the pub, and at about 7 o'clock, Tracy said, "Oh, we've got time for one more." So the second one, and I went, "Oh, if we're quick, I need to leave here at 20 past." And then it got to about 22 minutes past. I went, "Quick, come on!" I know it's only 2 minutes around the corner.
Should have brought one with you.
I should have. Obviously, should have grabbed one. Yeah, I haven't got my earphones in or anything. You can, as long as you can hear me, all right.
Oh, Joe's just finished a food omelette with her own garlic butter. Nice.
Oh, fantastic. Oh, I'm going to make some garlic butter. I harvested all my garlic the other day, and it's brilliant.
Mine's rubbish.
Mine's. Oh, I saw yours. I'm going to put a little jacket on. Sorry, sun's going in.
Not very warm tonight.
When the sun's there, but the sun's now dipping behind the trees over there, and it's cold.
Yes.
Well, not cold. It's not bloody cold, is it? What is it? 14 degrees,
something like that. It was warm today, though. It's been baking.
It's been really, really, really nice and hot, yeah. Hey, Simon, you right, mate? Hey, Catherine. Caroline's on the gin as well.
Excellent.
I haven't got nothing, though. Empty hands.
You've already had a drink, so we'll let you off.
Exactly, yeah. Yeah, I'm all beard up. I've had a couple of neck oils.
Ew.
Oh, okay. My goodness.
I thought I was in the gin then. That's one hell of a...
Club gin.
There's probably essence of slug in everything you eat this year.
Oh, don't tell me about it. It's just an absolute nightmare. I done a story earlier. Did you see my story about the nematodes? I just think I need them. They're terrible.
It's like a perfect storm. Is there like less birds because of bird flu? Is there more slugs because it wasn't cold and it's wet? It's just like everything is perfect for slugs to take over the world.
It's absolutely horrendous. I just don't understand it. I had no slugs whatsoever last year. No slug damage at all. Nothing in this new plot here. Not a single bit of slug damage. And this year it's just horrendous.
Everything you plant, it's just like it's gone.
So last it must have been Friday. I put little plug plants of I can't remember what they are. Little red lettuces. I can't remember what they are, but I put a row of about 6 or 7 out in one of the beds over there. And I came back. So Sunday night I got home at 11 o'clock. Monday morning, came out for a wander around. Gone. 7 or 8 lettuces gone. You think what? Plus everything else. It's just horrendous. Absolutely pisses me off. Sorry. Oh yeah, Caroline. Yes, neck oil's the best. Love neck oil. Catherine said you had new compost last year, Jamie. Maybe you haven't had. That is the thing. They've obviously found their way through now, and that's what I'm saying. They're here now. It was brand new compost, and they've now come up all the way through and found it. But I was talking to someone earlier, and I said I just can't. They're decimating everything. I just can't keep putting more plug plants in, and I'm nearly out now. You know.
Yeah.
I need to keep sowing them for a bit of successional stuff, but you can't just keep putting them in to feeding the bloody slugs.
No.
They're just going to be monsters, aren't they?
I have got some squash though that I haven't been eating yet.
They're they're tiny, aren't they? Yeah, my squash. None of my squashes. I've put all my squash and pumpkins down the tunnel, and they're all seem to be fine. Touch wood. They're all right. But I've got lots of all my dahlia cuttings have been munched. Just
Salvia.
look at it. Look. But what I will say is, I looked in the hot hut earlier. I was watering the hot hut, and I have 4 new snake beans coming through. At about
snake beans.
About 2 or 3 inches now. So the new pack of seeds that Catherine sent me are popping through, which is good.
Well, let's hope a few more of mine germinate because mine got eaten.
I've not lost much. Oh, that's the difference then, isn't it? Joe's slug hunting, so that's the difference.
I'm slug hunting.
Are you coming out at night time? Hi,
Yeah.
Kim.
Every morning when we get to work, we have a slug hunt. They're all in the blooming under the metal lid for the irrigation tank. There was about 30 of them on the underside of the.
Did you see my story a little while ago?
Yeah.
I was picking radishes, and there's a radish. It was quite big, so it split.
Yeah.
And there was 4 or 5 little tiny slugs in the split underground. I thought, you little bastards.
You wouldn't think slugs would go for radish.
Well, they're not eating it; they're just living in it.
Because
I suppose it's quite moist, and it's like a little haven for them.
Everything was eaten after 9 days.
Sorry, I could hear a noise behind me, and it's a bloody chicken.
It's a chicken.
Yeah. I don't know what it was, but what the hell's that noise? Oh dear. Kim was slug hunting before Gardens Were Live. 9 days away, everyone's eating. Exactly, Kim. It's just So I want to see about nematodes. I know some people don't like them because they don't distinguish between good and bad. But I don't know.
You need to get on top of it. You've got to. There's so many slugs. It's unreal. No.
Phenomenal. It's just horrendous. I hate it. Absolutely hate it.
There's a plant at work that's called Eupatorium, and it usually grows to about 7 foot tall, and they're in multiple locations in the garden, and every single plant has been floored, so they haven't got going, and they're just little stumps.
What?
Unreal.
It's crazy. I was looking at some of my pictures from last year, and I think my plot is everything's at least 3 weeks late at the minute.
Yeah, and everything's stunted because we haven't had enough warmth.
No,
it's like 5.
Well, it's been wet and cold. It's just terrible. Joe said they went for garlic. Not slugs went for garlic. Surely not. Oh, Simon's used nematodes. Oh, good boy.
I'll tell you what I did see today, though, that was very exciting. Talking about slugs. I saw a hedgehog at work.
Oh, yes. They love a slug.
Like, get on it.
Come
towards the greenhouse.
Oh, yeah, get them in. They love a slug, don't they? I don't know whether it's a bit bad, but whenever I find one, I chuck one in the chicken cage.
That's what they're there for, chickens.
Yeah.
They should be
pot up for. I cleared my, you know, my greenhouse I made last year. I made the little low bit for the
chilies and stuff.
Chilies and stuff like that. I've just literally, I'm so far behind. I've just literally cleared it out this evening, and I I opened the flap at the end, and the chickens have been going in there, and they've been scrapping around and God knows what. Clear all that out, get ready, and then I'll put the chilies and aubergines in the next couple of days.
Buy some chilies. I ain't had any.
What's Kim say? I have a theory about the slugs and snails this year. Do you think they have bred with giant African land snails that have been released into the wild, which is illegal, by the way? What do you think? But they're huge, giant African land snails. Like that, aren't they? They're massive, great things. I think I was talking to Kim the other day at Gardeners World Live, or maybe before, about Spanish slugs. Have you heard about Spanish slugs? A few years ago, they just overrun everything. People were getting up in the morning and their whole garden, the lawn was covered in slugs.
Yeah, black ones.
Yeah. They were the Spanish ones, weren't they?
Yeah.
But maybe that's all happening again.
Oh, I haven't seen any black ones. It's all the brown ones and green ones that I've had. Horrible thing.
I don't know what they are. They're just gits. Absolute gits. It's in my head in.
And the little stripy ones are so fast, you put them in a pot to get rid of them, and by the time you've turned your back, they're out of the pot and back under your plant again.
Well, so you say fast, but I just said fast. I mean fast. Yeah. Are they really that fast?
Yeah. Literally, you put them in a little pot. We've got a little pot that we put with all the slugs in. And usually you put the big ones in there and they just sit there. They're not bothered. But the little stripy ones, you put them in, you turn your back and they're already on the way out.
Oh, dearie me. Bloody nightmare. Nightmare. Oh, yeah. Oh, so Caroline's used nematodes. Oh, that's good. I've put a little thing up on stories, Caroline. Just let me know what you think about them. And Catherine says snails plus chickens eat eggs. Exactly, yeah. And that's the thing. Mark, why don't we get our guest in to talk about slugs? Because I'm sure she's got she's definitely got something to say about bloody slugs and snails.
Gardener, so yeah. So tonight's guest has a large following on Instagram. Went to Gardeners World Live.
I didn't see her.
You didn't see her?
No,
she was there. Growing more slugs than plants. The master at gardening for free. Loves to improve their local community with gardening. Is a fellow spectacle wearer. Is an allotmenteer. It's Louise, our little veg garden.
get her in. Ta-da!
Hello. It is slug weather here.
Slug weather.
Yeah. It was bright sunshine until 7:29, and then it's absolute torrential rain.
No way.
I don't know if you can see out the window, like torrential.
Are you joking?
So I'm hoping it stops in a minute. I've got a towel so I can like clean up my shirt.
I'm not saying nothing, but look at the blue skies in Norfolk.
Oh, I know, I'm so jealous. Oh, it looks gorgeous.
I would imagine.
It was like that here, like literally 20 minutes ago. It's typical, isn't it?
But Kim always says something about blue skies in Norfolk. Whenever I talk to Kim, and we've spoke about the garden and whatever over the last several months, every time we do a video call, it's always beautiful in Norfolk and really horrible.
Yeah.
You wait for the comment from Kim. Hi, Louise. You right?
Yeah, not too bad.
How's it going?
All right, yeah.
Apart from the blooming rain.
Yeah. I'm with you on the nematodes.
Do you think?
I did use them in March, and it really decimates the slug population, but it's really, really effective, and it kind of just gets them to a manageable level. And I've still got loads of slugs in my garden, but nowhere near as much as like on the allotment where I haven't used nematodes and things. So it makes them. Oh God, I can't believe the weather is literally hammering it down, completely torrential, just all of a sudden. But yeah, how are you guys?
Yeah, really good, really good. Just kind of floating back down to earth after the long week at Gardeners World Live.
Were you there all week then?
So yeah, I was at Kim's last Saturday at 5 o'clock, loading the van up. Yeah. And then I've been there ever since. I came home. We came home the Saturday night, and then one night in the week I came home again, just to show my face.
Yeah.
But yeah, up until Sunday, and I got home again Sunday at 11 o'clock.
Yeah.
At night.
Oh, tiring. Yeah, I didn't see you there.
But no, as Marcus said you were there. No, I didn't see you. But
yeah,
it was tiring, but I didn't realise it was tiring until this morning.
Afterwards.
And it's just catching up.
Yeah.
Really
is. Bet you're all shattered.
Yeah.
Yeah, I only went on the Friday. Just for a look around.
Yeah.
Didn't speak to anyone because I'm really awkward. I can't approach people. But yeah, it was nice to see all the gardens.
Yeah.
Ben's was brilliant. Kim's was lovely. Steph's was amazing. Yeah, gorgeous.
They're all fantastic, weren't they?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I've never been to a plant show before. That was my first one ever.
Wow.
So, but yeah, it was really good. Really good introduction.
So you came up to Kim's garden but dodged us.
Yeah. I'm just really, really awkward and really socially anxious and not a very good conversationalist. So I don't dare approach people. I quite like it when people approach me though. It's different. It's easier to talk. It
is, isn't it? It is.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's a little bit awkward, and I'm not trying to be big-headed or anything like that, because you know, it's just when someone comes to say, "Oh, I follow you on Instagram," but you wouldn't know who I am, and I think, "Oh, don't say that because it sounds really horrible." And then,
yeah,
but
yeah, I was down at the shop the other day, and someone kind of tapped me on the shoulder and said, "Oh, I follow you on Instagram," and I was like, I kind of just didn't know what to say. I was like, "Oh, thanks." I ran away.
Brilliant. Right, so that's a perfect segue for me to tell you what happened in Coventry.
Yeah.
Kim's watching, and she'll know exactly what it's true because she was there and she heard it more than I did. So we had an Airbnb in Coventry. We were backwards and forwards living there, and so we parked the van, and it was probably about I don't know 2 or 3 minute walk back to the house, and Kim and I were just walking down the street, and there was this man, I don't know, maybe 60 years old, walked the other way, and he looked at me. He said, "You all right?" I said, "Yeah, not too bad." He went, "How's the allotment?" Honest to God, he said, "How's the allotment?" And I went, "Yeah, it's brilliant." And he walked off and then went the other way. Look, and Kim has just said there, the guy who asked about your allotment, in the middle of Coventry.
It's crazy, isn't it?
Really?
Yeah. It makes you realise it's a really small world on Instagram. And you feel like
that absolutely. I didn't actually hear him say the whole lot. Kim heard it. I heard bits, you know, as someone's walking past. I just acknowledged him, type thing. Yeah. But I just thought, wow, really?
Yeah, you feel like you're just talking to a screen and it's fine, but actually you're talking to thousands of people.
Yeah. Phenomenal.
Yeah.
Absolutely. That's really weird. That's really strange. But it's nice. It is nice as well, isn't it? Yeah.
It is. Yeah. Makes you feel a little bit happy.
Yeah. Lovely.
Yeah.
What you're doing on there is people are actually looking and taking a bit of notice.
Yeah. Which is really nice.
Yeah. Well, enough about me. You're our guest today, not me.
Well, I was going to show you around the garden, but
is it still raining?
It's okay. Yeah, it's absolutely torrential.
All right, you'll just tell us about it then.
Well, I was. It's about 2 years ago that I got really serious, like obsessive with gardening. Before that, I'd just grown a few vegetables like potatoes and stuff with my kids. It's just a fun activity, isn't it? But they enjoyed it. But like I really, really, really enjoyed it and got a bit obsessed, and then decided to kind of convert a third of my garden into a vegetable garden, and just went from there really. And then the year after that, I got into flowers a bit more because the first year it was all veg, and I was like, nah, flowers are boring. But next year I was like, oh no, flowers are great too. So it's just snowballs, isn't it?
That's what happens. The first couple of years I was veg all the way, and this last 2 years, love the flowers.
Yeah.
Love the flowers, love the plants.
Yeah. Dahlias, I was like, I don't get the hype. And then last year I got 3, and this year I've got like 12.
Exactly. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. I just can't have enough. And I got an allotment this year because obviously don't have enough space in my own garden. So now the plan is to grow the stuff that needs watering daily or every couple of days here, and then like the drought tolerant stuff like sweet corn and potatoes and stuff I've put in the allotment. So
you don't have to go there every day.
Yeah, so more space. I'll get up there probably about twice a week.
Yeah.
A minute, but yeah.
Catherine's just said the vegetables lure you in, but they really do. That's the thing.
Yeah, it's like a gateway, and then the flowers just creep up, and before you know it, you've just got a farm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Especially when a good friend of yours is daily farmerama, and she keeps going, here you go, here you go, here you go.
Yeah. I bet she's giving you all the pretty ones, isn't she? Just like this.
Yeah. Even though I have been asking people for ugly ones as well.
Yeah. There aren't many ugly dahlias, are there?
No, definitely not. No.
I just love that they like fill a border for summer as well. Like you just plant them and the border's bare, and then by midsummer it's like complete jungle, flowers everywhere.
Exactly. Have you got yours out now?
Yeah.
Into the garden? Yeah.
Well, I left the 3 that I had last year. I left in the soil over winter, just because I'm lazy and couldn't be bothered to dig them up. And I just piled a lot of extra compost on them, and they all shot up. And and all the others have been in for about a month, I would say. Some are probably about up to my knee, and some are still tiny. But
mine are all still in the greenhouse, all about 4 foot tall and with buds and flowers on. Yeah.
Is it the slugs? Is that why you won't
no,
take them out? Or
I just haven't had time. Honestly, just not had time to get out and. But what is it? It's going to probably take me 2 hours.
Yeah.
But that is the thing.
Yeah. Where do you find 2 hours?
Yeah.
That's it.
Probably is 2 hours, but then
Spent it down.
You know Say that again, mate. I didn't hear.
You spent it down the pub instead.
I know. I know. But when you've been at work all day, it's hard. It's a work-life balance, isn't it?
Yeah. For me though, going into my garden is like my pub. It just chills me out, refreshes me.
Yeah.
Makes me feel better. So
there's me as well, and I this is my little sanctuary out here now, but because Teresa has nothing to do with gardening, she's no interest with gardening whatsoever. I'm not going to try and say that she makes me go to the pub, because she doesn't make me go to the pub. But maybe if she didn't say, are we going to the pub, I probably wouldn't go as much, if you know what I mean. That's the difference.
Yeah. You're fine together.
Exactly. Yeah, we go and sit there and just have a couple of drinks and then come home again in a big bloody rush, because we've got this podcast to do.
Yeah.
Oh dear. So how far is your allotment from your house then?
Probably about 15-minute drive.
Okay.
It is quite a long way. All the local walkable ones where the waiting lists were closed. They weren't even accepting new people onto the waiting list, because I think COVID obviously really got people into it, didn't it?
Yeah.
But this one I waited on the waiting list for a year, and it is really my dream site, because it's got toilets, it's got a community room with a kettle.
Cool.
It's so friendly. It's really, really nice. Everyone's really nice. I
think I would imagine, because you might know this plot is right next to the house, so I don't go anywhere. Like Mark's garden's about 5 miles long anyway, so that's no different.
It's all right.
But if you have to go, is that distance, do you tend to go there and have the day or half the day? And
yeah, so I normally get 1 day a week where the kids are in school and I'm not working, so that's normally my allotment day. So I'll go straight after I drop the kids off, and then spend a good 3 hours there, 4 hours maybe. Which you can do when there's a proper toilet on site, which is nice. And then try and get a decent bit of progress. But it's a completely different ball game, allotment gardening, because there's so many perennial weeds that I don't get here, like bindweed. Oh my goodness. It grows so fast, and it's completely unmanageable to control it on such a. I've only got a half plot, but it's growing out of the soil in every available space. So you feel like you do every 2 steps you make, you're taking at least 1 back, sometimes 2 steps back. So it's a completely different ball game, but it is, it's enjoyable in a different kind of way, because it feels like you're investing in the future of the plot for future people. Like I think, if I plant this hybrid berry here, then in 10 years' time, if someone else has got the plot, they might be harvesting it. Or I've just planted a load of asparagus, and I'm thinking, someday someone's going to get to harvest that. It might not be me, but someone will.
Yeah, definitely. I've been thinking this year about putting asparagus in. I'm a bit of I don't want to say I'm lazy, but I'm a bit of a I want it now type thing. Like
it feels
I put my rhubarb crown in. How long ago was that, Mark? Probably 3 months ago. Yeah. And I know you're not supposed to, but it's looking amazing, and I'm gonna pull a few.
Do it.
I'm gonna. They look amazing. You're not supposed to leave it for 2 years. No, I'm gonna pull some stalks. I'm gonna do it.
If it's huge, then it's still gonna get loads of energy, isn't it?
Yeah, if you only take a few off, it'll be fine.
Yeah.
As long as you
just for one crumble, please.
My rhubarb I planted 2 years ago, and this year it died. I was really gutted.
Oh, no.
But then at the allotment, I found just a piece of rhubarb in the compost bin that was left on my site. It wasn't even planted; it was just sat on top of the rhubarb of the bin, and I planted that, and now that's huge. So
brilliant.
I don't know why it won't grow in my garden, but I think I've given up with it here.
Brilliant. Love rhubarb. Love it.
Yeah.
So Joe's just asked, are you dig or no dig?
Oh, no dig. I am really lazy. I can't dig.
You have to be. Why would anybody double dig their plot anymore? I just don't understand.
I do see people at the allotment still doing it, and I just think I just don't get it. I get, I suppose the cost of compost is a massive outlay, isn't it?
Yeah.
But we get really, really cheap fresh manure at our allotment. So what I'm doing is I'm just it's like 60p a wheelbarrow load, and I'm just going to half of the allotment I've just black tarped over, and I'm putting fresh manure under the tarp.
Yeah.
So that next year hopefully it'll be ready to plant into. Because I'm not. I don't need to use the whole plot now. I've got plenty of other places to plant for now. But it just costs a lot in compost to set up completely new no dig site. So
it does, definitely. But then after you've done that first initial, I just don't understand it. I can't.
No.
I've said several times before on with different guests that my dad. I can remember my dad. Well, it was our front lawn. We had a counter estate. It was our front garden. Half of it was his vegetable patch, and he used to double dig that every year. And I just sit there and think, oh my God, what hard work! But it would take him the whole weekend.
Yeah.
I guess it was probably 4 meters by maybe 15.
Wow.
Strip, and he would just go all the way down, bum, 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 all the way down, double digging, take the first row out, put it in a wheelbarrow, and then dig that into that into that, incorporating manure and whatever all the way down. And as he got closer and closer to the house, he'd stop at the last row at the house, and that wheelbarrow that he took out at the beginning would go and fill that gap in there.
Yeah. Crazy, isn't it?
Oh my God. I could not. I wouldn't do it. I'm too lazy. No way.
I don't think my body would hack it, but I know some people think it's really good exercise, but I get like really achy joints and bad back and stuff. I wouldn't be able to physically wouldn't be able to do it.
No, I just no chance. Not on your Nelly.
Before they had Netflix anyway, isn't it? So they had to do something to fill their time.
Yeah, they only had 4 channels back then.
Yeah, they didn't have Instagram, did they?
No Instagram, ITV, Channel 4.
Yeah.
What have we got here? Let's have a look at these messages before they go through.
It's actually thundering here now.
No.
It's just lightning.
Way.
Yeah.
Where actually are you then?
Derby.
Derby,
yeah.
Oh, right.
Yeah. The weather said there was 10% chance of rain. Apparently there's a thunderstorm.
Whenever I see the weather and it says 10% chance, I always think, it's 90% chance there's not.
Yeah.
which is a lot better odds, isn't it? It makes you feel so much better. So Joe, Norfolk Blue Door Flowers, like it's peonies. Don't let it. Oh yeah, exactly. Don't let it flower year one, but let it flower. Oh yeah, okay, yeah. That's talking about the rhubarb, I guess. Glad it's not me. Rhubarb dies every. My rhubarb first year. You've lost your rhubarb. Why would you waste energy digging? Yeah, exactly. Who would actually waste energy digging these days? No way. Not on your Nelly. Yeah. We had 3 channels till midday. Yes, Joe, we did. Stop reminding me how old I am.
I wasn't alive then.
These 2 are probably a lot younger than you and I, Joe. Tell us about your free gardening.
Well, that just started because I walk past the shops and there's this gorgeous brick raised bed that was just full of weeds and no one's looking after it. And I was just like, oh, I could plant so many things in that bed. I've just walked past it for years thinking that's got so much potential. And then one day the lady who works in the shop was outside litter picking, and I just said to her, do you want me to do it for you? I'll do it for free. And she was like, yeah. So then so I just did that bed, and it just got a really good reaction on Instagram. People loved it.
It was brilliant.
Yeah, and then I went to the next shop along and said, do you want me to do yours as well? And they were like, sure. And yeah, it's just kind of snowballed from there, really. I've just got exciting news that I found some more beds that are absolutely like weeds higher than me down the road, and I asked in the shops and it turned out they belonged to the council, and got in touch with the council, and they immediately got back to me and said, yeah, please take them on and do them. So yeah. So now I've got well, in fact, they said I could do those 4 beds, and they said we've also got them in this area, this area, this area.
Really?
So yeah, but I love it because I think part of the thing I love about gardening is like the transformation aspect, like changing something from what it looks like into something else, and it feels like a cross between like art and science, and you can kind of get really creative with it. And yeah, so I've got now exclusively for you a load of new beds to do.
Brilliant.
Yeah, so that's really exciting.
So what have you done with it? What did you do with the first one?
It had loads of weed control fabric in it, and then they'd obviously put in some orange bark at some point, like this really orange, like stained bark. It must have been chipped from like a fence or something. It was really weird. So I dug all that out and dug out all the weeds, and then just stuck cardboard down to stop anything else coming up, and then just put loads of compost in there, and then just planted gradually, because it was January when I first did it, I think. So it wasn't time to plant then. So I stuck a few bulbs in, and then gradually added more plants as the year went on, really. And it's looking really nice now, the first one. Gradually getting there. It's interesting because I'm learning how to grow in different areas. So that initially I thought I'll plant loads of drought tolerant plants in there because I'm never going to get to water it. But then we've had a spring like we've had where it's torrential rain non-stop, and actually all the plants started to die because the soil here in Derby is really heavy clay. Right. And I hadn't really considered that actually, just because I wasn't watering it, that these plants would thrive. So then I had to add loads of extra drainage in, added loads of grit and stuff, and since I've done that, it's really improved, and now everything seems to be surviving and thriving. So it's fun. So what are they like,
brick raised beds, are they?
Yeah, probably kind of up to about my knee, and probably about 1 meter wide by 3 meters long, I'd say.
So I'm just trying to picture it. So it's just like a shopping precinct type thing with some raised beds.
It's a convenience store, just a local convenience store at the end of my road, and then there's another there's a pub next to it, and then another shop after the pub. So I'm doing the other shop after the pub now.
Fantastic.
And then going down to the new council ones are down by the other little row of shops down the road, and I'll slowly work my way around Derby until I've done every single bed I can find. But yeah, it'll probably get harder to maintain them all the more I do, I think. But we'll see.
Team of freaks.
Yeah. Well, there are a lot of local people who have offered support, and we've now. The other thing I'm involved with is we've just been approached by the council to take on a large unused field, basically, as a community, to turn it into a community garden, and we're getting lots of people in to help with that. So that's just a field with a load of hydrangeas around the edge and a little path through it at the minute, but we're going to landscape it all. Hopefully we've got plans. Make it all wheelchair accessible and have some raised beds so people can come in wheelchairs and garden. And just make it a really nice space that people can use just to chill, be in nature.
But I guess once they're looking something nice, there's more incentive for people just to pop and do a bit of weeding or whatever.
I think if you brighten something up, I hope anyway, then there are a few people who might. Everyone told me, they'll steal your plants, and the council did say that these beds that they used to have, people just nick the plants every time they put plants in.
Oh no.
But I just think I'll just keep plugging the gaps. I grow so many plants. I've always got spares. Loads local garden centres have just started offering me free plants to put in the beds.
Oh, that's cool.
Which is really kind. So I'm gonna go and collect some tomorrow morning, actually. And then if you make it look nice, eventually people will stop messing around with it, and then they might start, I don't know, stop dropping litter maybe, or
anything.
Start thinking about places in their own around their own houses.
Definitely. Joe's just said on there, Norfolk Blue Doors Flowers, will the council reimburse the costs for compost, etc.? But probably not.
They did say if I'm struggling to source any compost, then they could look into funding, and for the community garden they have sourced some funding for us. But for the flower beds, I think because I've now got a following on Instagram, companies are willing to donate compost and stuff. I've had a generous offer of some mulch to go on the tops of them and stuff, in exchange for a mention in the reel. So I think I should be able to source most things myself or through Instagram, really.
But then hopefully, like you say, once it's all looking nice, the council should step in. It's not
the thing is, they made the beds originally, and they had businesses pledged to maintain them and plant them up. But those businesses have now either stopped doing it or gone out of business or left the city. And now there's no one to do it. And they, being in the community garden world now, you don't actually realise how much of our parks and our green spaces are actually run by volunteers. So all of the planting in our local parks is done by volunteers. It's not done by the council.
Really?
They maintain the trees and the cutting the grass, but all the planting is volunteers.
Is it really?
Yeah, and it's crazy to think how much they rely on people to make it look nice. But they do.
It's not fair, is it?
No, I just don't get political. But...
No, let's not get political. It's really not fair that the council own things and they just don't bother.
I think it's a funding issue.
They've all had their budgets cut, and costs rising, and potholes everywhere. It's like gardening's like the least important thing to them at the end of the day, isn't it?
Oh, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They don't
Yeah, and they can't.
how much of an impact that has on people's lives and how much it improves just the general area.
Yeah.
They can't get it right either. So like they've left, our local council have left all the verges like clear, like didn't mow them for ages, and let the wildflowers grow and the grass grow really long. And they just had so many complaints from people. It looks tatty, it's obscuring the view, you know, and they just get pressurized to cut it. And I can kind of get it if it's stopping you driving your car safely.
Yeah.
But equally, just in the areas where it's just a grass verge, just let it grow long.
But that's the thing, you've got so many people cheering for leaving it and letting it go wild.
Yeah.
And then on the other hand, you got other people saying you've got to cut it because a verge, we all know if the verge is too long, how far you've got to creep out with a car, keep creeping out to see.
Yeah.
So I think that maybe they're using the people who are championing the long verges as an excuse.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, you just need to be strategic, don't they, where they cut it?
It is hard to get a meadow going, isn't it? So councils are almost wanting it to go back to being a meadow by the grass long, and there's no meadow. You know, you need yellow rattle in there to keep the grass down.
Yeah.
You just end up with really vigorous grass growth, which is really
too much hassle for them, isn't it?
Yeah.
Too much hassle, too much money.
Yeah. I'm making a little meadow in my front garden, but I'm struggling because the yellow rattle didn't germinate. I think I might have to buy plugs next year, maybe.
I'm not going to say a word.
Oh, why?
But my meadow is amazing now. It's taken 2 years, and I'm going to put it on. I'm going to put it on stories and do a reel in the next 2 days. But it looks absolutely amazing. This last week to 2 weeks, it's just gone absolutely exploded.
Oh, that's brilliant.
But I was very lucky, and I was given the seeds by Boston Seeds. And it's probably 200 quid's worth of seeds gone on there over the last 2 years.
Wow.
But it does look absolutely fantastic.
Yeah.
But last year, that was all no dig, and well, Mark, you know, you saw all the stories and things. It was such hard work getting it all back to soil, and I cardboard it, and I wheelbarrowed. Oh, God knows how many wheelbarrows of the worst soil I could get, but it's all. It's amazing. This last 2 weeks, when I come home on Monday morning, I walked the dogs out and went, "Oh my God, look at that! I haven't seen it for 6 days. Look at it! Woo. Absolutely fantastic." I'll put some stories up the next few days. It's lovely. Sorry, I chirp in there in my bit.
I noticed it in the background when you put on a story the other day with the dogs. I thought
I did it on purpose. If it was a little bit of a pan round, there was a few people mentioned it.
Yeah, I've just got Nigella in mind, but I think that's the only flower really, apart from this cool little weed that my mum grew me.
Yeah.
But yeah, it just mainly grass.
I was getting really downhearted by it because the first year, and I worked my arse off getting that back to complete, soil, raked it, rotivated, right the way down, and then just nothing. £100 worth of seeds on a tiny little bit, and it just nothing came of it. And then all this year, it's just gone.
Yeah, it's not cheap though, is it? Like wildflower seeds are not cheap.
No,
and they don't have a very good germination rate.
No,
so it's not an easy thing to do.
Say again,
it's an annual. Go annual, and you're having to reseed that every year.
Yeah.
It's very expensive.
Yeah,
exactly. No,
yeah.
the first year I bought the seeds, it was £100 for a little pouch like that, or 90 quid something. And then I spoke to the lovely people at Boston Seeds. I went, please. And they were very nice, and I will repay them by doing them a nice reel next week.
That's brilliant.
Yeah. Let's talk about your community garden a bit more. I know you touched on it a minute ago. So just want to go back to Gardens World Live. So Kim's garden, our garden, it's ours. Kim's mainly. Was all based all from a community garden, because Kim is a head gardener. One of her roles is a a community garden in Cambridgeshire, and that's where the whole idea came from for my wavelength, discussing. And I don't know if did you see any of the footage of it?
Yes,
Well,
yeah,
you
I
wouldn't
was
saw it.
there. Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
all the log pieces of
Yeah, they had
logs,
like writing
all
on
the different
and
all the
nice
so
messages.
that's everybody's comments and views and troubles and whatever. That was absolutely, every time I look at that, you know, I could feel I was welling up about it. But so that all comes from the community garden, and it's going back to the community garden as well. It's all gonna be back there, a lot of it. But I've been thinking that since then, the last few days, I would love to do something like that.
Yeah.
Maybe in our village, not the town, because that's a big step, but in our village. But that's what you've done. You're doing a community garden, aren't you?
Yeah. So the council got in touch with us because they had this space that needed doing up, and my friend was just, well, she was in a little library gardening group of 2 people basically, and they approached them and said, will you do it? And she said yes, and then she wrote me into it, and then it's gone from there really. So now we're trying to set it up as a charity, which is really quite hard work.
Oh God, I bet.
So it's a lot of paperwork at the minute. So we've not actually done much gardening with it yet. It's just we've had a path put in by some volunteers, which was amazing.
Yeah.
And we did get some funding for that. But now we're just applying for more funding grants, and because we need to put way more paths in, and like we want a pergola type structure, some benches. We want benches that are accessible for people in wheelchairs or people with disabilities as well, and it all costs ridiculous amounts of money. So so it's got a long way to go, but eventually I'd love it to be a place where people can just walk in any time of day and just sit down and just be surrounded by plants and nature and wildlife, and that would be the dream eventually.
So would it be mainly raised beds quite high for wheelchairs and things like that?
Yeah, so the first bit that we've had pathed, that's going to be all raised beds of varying heights, and then the other bit, we're still just designing the plan at the moment, but I think that'll probably be a pergola, and then a path going through various, probably lower beds in those areas with various different themes, and we'll do some veg, and we'll do some ornamental planting, and we've got so many plans. And lots of people have volunteered to get involved. We had a plant sale at the beginning of June to raise some money, and lots of people came along, and they didn't even have a clue that it was going to be a community garden. They didn't know what the land was, or but now they're all really excited about it and want to come and help us, which is really nice.
So what was the land?
So it's part of it looks like it's part of a social club, but it's not actually. The social club don't lease that part of the land. The land is all council land. So it's just basically a field off a road opposite a GP surgery, like directly opposite, with a gate, with a wall along the road, and a gate through to this field basically, and it's just got a load of hydrangeas around the edge, and that's about it. But it's a blank canvas, which is really exciting.
And the council came to you because of the gardening you've been doing it outside the shops?
No, so they came to my friend, who was she just started a little gardening club at the library, and there was only 2 of them.
Oh, right.
And they approached them as a gardening club, and then they dragged me into it.
You know what?
So,
brilliant.
but I love it. Yeah, it's just quite stressful.
So have you had to get a committee together and things like that?
Yeah, we're trying to. Well, there's only 2 of us willing to be trustees at the moment. We need a 3rd trustee. So if anyone wants to be a trustee, please come get in touch. And we've got it's all policies and paperwork, and constitution, and trying to open a bank account and things like that. It's just lots of paperwork, boring stuff.
No, definitely. I've tried to open bank accounts and things for clubs, let alone charities and things. Oh God, absolute nightmare.
Yeah, really hard. So we sat at a bank the other day for 2.5 hours, and the manager was like, "Yeah, it'll be fine," and then it got declined.
Oh.
Okay, I'm gonna have to go to another one now.
Such a
nightmare.
Absolute nightmare.
Yeah.
Ours was just for a cricket club, and we needed 3 people to sign one cheque. You think, oh my god, what? It's an absolute nightmare.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. There's lots of hoops you have to jump through. It's not like just going into your back garden and doing what you want.
No, I bet.
It's why I like doing the shop beds, because I don't have to ask permission for anything. I just go and just do it. Apart from, can I do it? And in the first place, and the owners of the shops are just like, yeah, sure, do what you want, free reign. So
no risk assessments, no method statements.
Yeah, yeah, none of that.
Because I imagine they will be on the community garden.
Oh yeah, yeah. I'm doing risk assessments. Yeah. Hate them.
About 20 minutes ago, I was saying, "Oh, I want to do a community garden in our village."
Change your mind.
Yeah, change your mind.
Maybe.
If you can find someone who really, really likes paperwork, get them on board early on. Leave it to them.
Yeah, Teresa's an accountant, so she does lots of paperwork.
Perfect. She can be your treasurer. That's it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's the main one done. Is it still raining?
It's just stopping, I think. It's still raining a little bit, but I can take you outside.
Yeah, come in, wander.
Take my charger with me.
So Matthew's just said to me he collects his wild seeds in Lincolnshire, and he will. I hope he's saying, "You're going to give me some, Matthew. You're going to give Louise some, or maybe you could give us both some."
Yeah, we can.
Are they been all right?
It is still properly chucking it down.
Oh
but
no!
Maybe I'll just run to the polytunnel.
Don't get wet.
It might be too loud in there. I don't even know how to work this. How do I turn my camera around? So,
that's it. Done it.
So this is my vegetable garden. Oh gosh. See the rest of the garden, which is absolute tip as well. So
we've all got that. Don't worry about
that. But yeah, this is it's ever a work in progress. This is my self-seeded radishes, which just seeded in the path, and I love like the seed pods from the radishes. So
I've never let radish go to seed before. That's amazing.
Oh no, you get like 50 seed pods per radish plant. It's ridiculous, and they taste better than the radishes. So you've got to let them go to seed.
They're like little
yeah, they look like tiny little chilies, and they taste way nicer than the actual radishes. And then I've got just tomatoes, that's peas, beans, that's a dahlia stuck in there. Just get them in where I can. More tomatoes, just loads of tomatoes. I've got loads of raspberries. They're just going red now. I've just had a few.
Oh yeah.
This is going to be my runner bean arch. It's really shady here, but I'm going to have mushrooms underneath. Oh, just dropped my husband.
Yeah. That's quite popular at the minute, isn't it?
Oh, there it is.
Getting the old mushrooms.
They'll kill me if I break these. And then I've got like a little pond down here, which I made a couple of years ago, which is just a tiny little pond.
Yeah.
But I stuck a load of watercress from a supermarket in there, and you can see it's gone a bit wild.
Did you? What? It just started, just grew?
Yeah, just out of a bag.
Brilliant.
£1 bag of watercress, and it's and then I'm just planting a load of hostas down there because I'm in love with hostas now. But it's really starting to rain again now, so I'll just back in. It's so bad because it was so nice.
Oh, what a shame.
Cool.
And I've still got a lovely blue sky.
I'm so jealous.
Not that far between us, really.
There's not. No, I love you.
No.
Oh gosh, rainy.
Well, Mark's showing his sky off. Look, where are you, Mark? In Jabba?
I'm in the polytunnel.
Oh yeah, of course you are. Yeah.
What's that big structure?
Yeah, turn it round again.
It looks like a person.
That is
pointing at the sky.
What is it, Mark? What's his name?
Root.
Oh, that's brilliant.
He's a bit wonky now.
What did you stick him together with?
Just all
Nail him.
screwed together.
Screwed.
Yeah. That is fantastic.
Me and my son built it one day on the year before last, I think.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
So
that's the only part of the gardening that my son will entertain is the power tools. He would probably build something like that, but he won't do anything else.
So he's not fussed about actually doing any gardening then?
No, my daughter loves it, but my son's just not interested.
How old are
they? He's 7 and she's 4.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's really hard getting him out the house, to be honest.
Yeah. It won't be the only one. They all like to sit in the house these days.
Yeah. My daughter loves it though. She'll come out like every day with me, harvest whatever's ready to harvest, eat it all.
She'll be in them raspberries in the next couple of days, won't she?
She loves it. She loves them. Yeah. Honestly, we get like a full bowl of raspberries every single day in the summer from those bushes, and she's pretty much the only one that eats them in this house. So she just gets them all.
Yeah, but that just makes her. She sees where she picks them. She knows where they come from. She eats them. That's just keeping her involved, isn't it? Loving it.
Yeah. And she helps me sow seeds and stuff. Really nice.
Brilliant.
Yeah,
Hello, Moss.
Take after me.
Hello, Mossy.
Oh.
Hello, buddy. Get down. Get down. Get down. Go on. Oh God, the other one's come down. Get down. So your plot down 15 minutes away. That's mainly the things you said you don't have to water much. So
yeah, sweet corn. Loads of sweet corn. Yeah. Amaranth. I've planted some amaranth in there this year. Never grown that before. I thought I'd give it a go.
I grew several plants last year, but didn't do nothing with it. I just
yeah.
But you can harvest the grains, can't you?
Yeah, I'm considering doing that. It sounds like a lot of work, but I might do it once.
Yeah, just one.
Just to record it for Instagram.
That's what we do.
No, it might. I did think it might be a good way of being able to grow grains because they're not easy to grow, are they? So thought we'll give it a try.
But the amaranth just grows like a weed, really. Last year that just went nuts.
Mine are all really little, and they look like they're starting to flower already. Is that a bad thing? I thought they had to get tall before they flowered.
Mine were huge. Mine were probably about 4 foot.
Yeah, mine are only like probably about half a foot high, and they've already got flowers forming.
Can't remember what mine were called. Red something.
I can't remember.
But I noticed earlier there's some coming back where they were last year. Just some little tiny ones. I haven't planted any this year, so
so they're self-seeded. Oh, that's good.
Amaranth is great for cut flowers and dries well too. I suppose you have to dry it to get the actual grain out, don't you? I guess.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I tell you what, I saw a lot of Gardens World Live this year, and Ben had lots on his plot. The that millet, the ornamental millet stuff. Do you see it, Mark? The black.
So it's like a bulrush.
Yeah, exactly that. Yeah, loads of that, in so many different gardens.
I didn't notice that.
Yeah.
Could have been looking harder.
Yeah, lots of them. I guess the old chickens like that. You ain't got chickens, nothing like that. Then.
I have got chickens.
Oh,
yeah.
Of course you bloody have. Yeah. Sorry, of course you have.
3-week-old chicks.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. They are very cute. They're in the dining room at the moment, and they have just taken over the whole dining room.
How many
got the run of it?
have you got?
4. They're bluebells, so they're going to be quite a large hen. And they're really cute, really funny personality.
Oh.
But yeah, they're pooing all over the dining room floor as we speak.
What? They're just walking around the floor.
Yeah.
You've given them the room.
Well, we got this dog crate off my sister, and when they were tiny, and they've got a heat lamp in there and stuff. And then they needed more space, so we got this run thing that they're running around in. But then they just fly out the run, and now they just go all over the dining room. But
Really?
yeah, I'm just going in there cleaning up after them every day. And
how long have they got to
only,
be in there for? When can they go out?
I think when they're about 6 weeks old. So we've only got another like 2.5, 3 weeks, and then they'll be out. Got a room for them outside, set up and stuff. So it won't be long. And then I'll get my dining room back, but probably miss them when they're outside.
Can we see them?
Yeah. I'll leave my camera here a second. I'll go and grab one.
Okay.
Because I don't know what state the dining room's in.
Chicks. Baby chicks. Lovely. I guess you're throwing the ball for the dog.
He was digging a massive hole, but now he's decided he's throwing it.
What's Joe said? Millet is a pain to grow. I grew it last year, and the seeds are really expensive. Oh my goodness!
They're really
They are
cute.
quite big.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, probably going to poo on me now, but say hi.
Wow.
They don't have names yet. We can't think of any names.
So there's a helicopter going above me. Oh, look at that.
Yeah, they're really cute.
So did you actually breed them?
No.
You bought the egg?
We didn't hatch them. Yeah, no, we bought them when they were about 3 days old, I think, when we got them.
Wow.
From a local poultry farm, but poultry breeder. But yeah, I didn't want to do eggs because I didn't want to have to deal with boys.
No. Oh, so you know they're girls then? Yeah.
So they're a breed that you can tell at birth what breed they are. So
wow.
Yeah, they should all be girls, hopefully, with any luck.
Oh, brilliant! Because we've got 4 ex-layers. But I want to get a couple of different ones.
Yeah.
I don't want to sound posh or anything, but I want a couple of nice different coloured eggs over the blues or the olive
the green
ones or something.
ones.
Yeah. What colour were they, lay?
I think just normal kind of
brown
colour.
Ones.
Yeah. I really wanted rescues. I had my heart set on rescues, but my son is really not. He's really scared of animals, just generally all animals.
Yeah.
So I wanted to get the kind of. It's on the sofa now. I wanted to get the least scary version. She's at least sat on a towel. And he tolerates them. He's not scared of them, let's put it that way. So hopefully by the time they're big chickens, he still won't be scared of them. Whereas I think if we'd have got big rescue chickens, he definitely would have gone in the garden then.
That's
so
George would be exactly the same. He's scared of chickens. So
yeah.
Chicks.
Yeah. Have you got any chicks, Mark?
No.
No.
George was afraid of dogs in lockdown, even though we had a dog.
Oh, really?
Fine with that dog. So that's why we got the other dog, so that it'd be his dog. And ever since we've had that dog, he's now fine with dogs. It's really strange from having a dog from a puppy.
Yeah.
So hopefully the same situation for you with the chicks.
Yeah. I think that's it. You just kind of gradually get them used to it. I didn't want to. They're his pets too, and it's his house too, and I didn't want to get something that would terrify him every time he went out in the garden. So, but yeah, they are cute, and I love them. Love them already, but we just need names. I've got a cockatiel, which we've had for years and years and years, but never named. And I've got a goldfish that's 21 years old, and that still doesn't have a name.
21 years old?
Just fish.
Just a fish, yeah.
I didn't know goldfish could live to their 21 years.
Yeah, neither did I when I was 16, and I got gifted a goldfish as a pet. But it would be a lifelong commitment. But yeah.
Oh my goodness.
It's almost completely silver now. It's lost all its colouring as well.
Oh.
Yeah, so
I never knew
they go
that.
grey.
No.
It will. Yeah, I
Oh,
always
God.
will.
That's amazing. I couldn't believe that.
Yeah.
We had a few messages backwards and forwards earlier, and you said maybe not to mention your day job, but I think we should, because your day job is absolutely amazing, and so would, I think, everybody in the country.
Yeah.
What's your day job?
I'm a midwife. So yeah,
What
I
an
do.
amazing job.
Yeah, it's a different pace to gardening. It's quite
A
fast
little.
paced.
I can imagine. God, yeah.
Yeah. So it's it's rewarding in a different way as well.
Yeah. Absolutely phenomenal.
Yeah. Yeah, it's good. It's a good job.
And you've done that from day one?
Yeah. Since I did one uni degree, and then couldn't do anything with that, so I didn't. Then went to uni again to do midwifery. So I've been about 12 years qualified now, I think.
Brilliant.
So yeah, long time. Yeah.
Fantastic.
So I work on labour ward, and the antenatal postnatal ward. So delivering the babies.
Keep count how many?
No. Thousands.
Ready to count.
Yeah, wouldn't be able to keep count, no.
Well, let's Terry said,
Yeah.
a lady truly worth her weight in gold.
Oh.
Definitely.
Oh.
Everybody loves the midwife that delivers their babies.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah. Yeah. It is. It just feels like a real privilege to be there at that moment.
Yeah.
And you do feel like you can make a real difference. You feel like you can really improve people's experience.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
It's really
Round
nice.
of applause for that. That is amazing.
Thank you.
Yeah, really, really good. Really good.
I'm gonna have to put this chicken away because she's just.
Yeah, go on and stick her away then.
I'll just show you. Just fat.
Oh, lovely. Yeah, beautiful.
Oh my god, she running away now.
Oh my god. I think that must be your goal, Mark, to get a few chickens. You must want to get some.
Yeah, the only thing I worry about is the dog. I think that Dash maybe not so much, but Roland's a terrier. So I think once Roland's gone, maybe.
Yeah.
But yeah, George has got chicks at school at the moment, and he's really into it. So I think.
Oh, that's good for him then.
Yeah, so he's really loving all that. So he might be interested in the future, maybe.
Yeah.
What
I suppose if they are penned, but not free range, they should be alright, shouldn't they? The dogs won't be able to get them.
Yeah, but Roland is one of those dogs that once he's got something in his mind, he'd just be trying to get down the garden to him because he's so stubborn.
Yeah, we've got lots of cats. Not our pets personally, but there's loads and loads of cats that visit this garden. So I do worry about that. Whether the chickens, when they go outside, they're going to be a bit terrorised by them. I don't know.
I think scared of the chickens.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, maybe.
Your dogs are chickens, aren't they?
So to start with, when Bramble was been scared of him from day one because she was about 2 when we got him, and when Moss was first outside at probably 8-10 weeks old, he used to chase them like a plaything, and then all of a sudden they went no sod that and turned on him. So he's been scared of them ever since. And Bramble, so yeah, they live together now. They're not bothered. They don't care about each other. This it's taken. So Moss is now 8 months old. It's taken this time, and they ignore each other now.
That's how you want
is good.
it to be.
It's good. But apart from because our chickens are free range completely, they just mill about. So they go in their coop at night. And then they come out into the run in the morning for a couple of hours, lay their eggs in the run, and then they come out again. But if the run door is left open, the Labradors get in the coop, in the coop through that little door. 2 Labradors. Honestly, I sheltered them. It wasn't that. It was only a few weeks back. I was out on my potting bench, which is near the coop, and I thought, oh, the bloody dogs have wandered off again, because we live in the middle of a field, really. So I shouted, "Bramble, where are you?" And she popped her head out of the coop. Get out that! And then I went, "Moss," and he popped his head out as well. What's going on? 2 fully grown Labradors in a chicken coop.
Do they eat the eggs?
Yeah. Love them. Absolutely love them.
Yeah. My sister's got chickens, and she just feeds quite a few eggs to her dog, and the dog loves them.
Yeah, and until we got this new coop here and a little run, they were going off and laying where they felt like it. So we'd find where they were laying. So every day you'd get the four eggs, and all be in the same little clutch.
Yeah.
And every so often you start getting 1 or 2, and you think, oh, so they start laying somewhere else. But then all of a sudden, it was, I don't know, 3 or 4 weeks. We'd have 2, and Bramble would start putting loads of weight on. Honestly, and then one day I followed her, and it was round the back of the garage, and she was going in and eating 2 eggs every morning. Honestly, and she just put loads of weight on. And I followed her one morning and thought, she must be, and she was eating eggs. Absolute nightmare.
You got quicker than the dogs then to get the eggs.
I know, yeah, but now since I've done it, so we kind of keep them locked in their run, not the coop, in the run. They've still got to run until about 11, and then they've done the business, and then they come out and go until, well, they're still out now until it's dark. And it's worked. Touch wood, it's worked. So we get all the eggs in the coop if we're quick enough. Yeah. Bloody dogs don't get in there and get them.
What kind of run have you got now then?
Let me go and I can unplug there. Should we have a walk? I'll show you. Can I turn my camera around? Yeah. So that's the horse field.
Oh,
horses are right down the bottom at the minute. Right down there.
Are they your horses?
Oh, they're Teresa's, yeah.
Yeah, wow.
There's Fatty Bramble, chicken egg eater. Mossy, he's 8 months. Good boy, Moss. He's beautiful. He's a good boy. So over here, you shouldn't really see the original Jamie's Little Almond because it is absolutely horrendous. Look at my borage.
Wow. Oh, that's too much.
That's terrible. Absolutely. But here's my rhubarb crown.
Oh yeah.
Look, there's plenty in there.
Yeah, you can take
I thought I can nick a few of them, can't I? It's not going to hurt that.
Just say the slugs, Adam.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So this is their new little coop.
Oh.
It's just like a six nest boxes, 3 each side.
Yeah.
And this little run. So they stay in there till about 11 o'clock, 10, 11, and then we just let them out, and they can just they can go wherever they want.
Oh, I love that. Oh, so lovely.
Yeah, they're good. Look, I'll show you the original Jamie's Little Allotment. Look at it. Overgrown. I just left it. It's horrendous. So bad.
Oh, but no, it's not.
Oh, it's just all completely overgrown. Stingers and God knows what in there. It's terrible. And here is this one. Look at these. You know what these are?
I can't. Is they sunflowers?
Jerusalem artichokes.
Oh, I've got some of those. I'm growing them for the first year as well. I think yours are bigger than mine, though.
Which they are sunflowers. So you're right. Yeah, they are sunflowers. But that's probably one of the. Yeah, I had some last year. So they're all they're from leftover from last year.
Oh right.
No, they would have
didn't plant them.
I would have left a few tubers in, and that's what's come back up again.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
They're lovely. That won't be long before the flowers. Another few weeks, I suppose they'll have They'll have flowers on.
Yeah.
I reckon get some of that.
But they are sunflowers, aren't they? They're helianthus. That's the only Latin name I know. Helianthus tuberous. Onions. There's a bed of onions which were done in the spring. They're all very, very close to be pulled up. I have them.
Wow.
Look at them. Bloody nasturtiums from last year just overtaken everything. Absolutely.
Yeah.
There's lettuces in there somewhere. Look how green that one is. Oh, look at that. I didn't notice that. It's because I had no sunlight. That's it. Red Loloroso, and then that's green.
Wow.
And there's kale under there, which I need to get a bigger net. But beetroots are coming through nice.
Oh, that's lovely.
The beans are starting to go. This is going to be ready. I've now got my sweet corn. That's all going to be sweet corn in the next 2 days. Because, again, I grew my sweet corn and Mr. Mickey Mouse had them all again. So I've very luckily been gifted some this year, which is really nice. Potato sacks.
Wow.
I've got no potatoes in the ground at all. They're all in the sacks this year.
Why are you
10 different
growing
varieties.
them on bench?
On a bench, up out the way, so I can, well, I say cut the lawn, so I could cut. That's why I raised them, so I could cut the lawn below it, but I haven't, because I've been away for a week. Look at it, it's only a week's worth. Horrendous.
Yeah.
Yeah, 10 different varieties in there, so hopefully we'll get a few. These are all dahlias from last year. Not done anything with those. They've all come through. Different beans. That's Swiss chard from last year. Look at that. Chickens are loving that.
Huge.
Look at them babies.
Yeah. They're doing well. That's something I've never grown because I really don't like them.
Oh, I love them. I absolutely love them. Don't let them get too big, though.
I prefer the leaves.
Oh, they were lovely, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do they
Leaves you can eat.
like?
They taste like raw beans.
Do they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Nice
suppose
and
they're a brassica, aren't they? So.
Lovely they are. Yeah, but if you pick I've got no black fly. These leaves here, these little ones, especially they're beautiful.
Yeah. I might have to give
Exactly
them a try.
Really, really nice. Get all them leeks from last year that I haven't had out yet.
Oh, see, I cannot grow alliums in my garden.
About to pop. Look at them. They are 6 foot tall. They are.
They're huge. Mine just get.
I was going to pull them all out,
eaten.
but I'm going to leave them now just to let the flowers come.
But yeah, they'll be really pretty.
Yeah.
Mine just fall down dead. We've got allium leaf miner, and it just gets in, eats the root, everything just flops over, dies.
I'm quite lucky I haven't had none of that.
Even my spheric, I don't know how to say it, sphericathalon alliums. Yeah, they some of them have survived, but some of them have been attacked by a leaf miner as well, and died.
Touch wood, I haven't had none of that.
Mm.
The only thing which is growing properly up my tunnel is this, which is my sword bean.
Ooh.
Did you grow them, Mark?
Yes.
I left the seeds on Chris's window. Can you remember?
Yeah,
Middleton's.
I've got 3 that are growing.
Yeah.
Possibly.
And that's another one. That's the only thing. All these, everything else, all the pumpkins and squash are still just really squat and doing nothing.
Yeah, mine are really tiny as well.
Terrible. The grass is doing well.
Well, they're bigger than mine.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are a bit bigger than yours, Mark.
I think it's stopped raining now.
What's it?
Yeah, we've run out of time, haven't we?
Brilliant, yeah. Mark, can you see anything from Kim?
No.
Because I've just seen a message come up and say, Jamie, can you read my comment out? But I can't see a comment. I don't know whether my comments are stopped or not.
Tell us to put it in the question box. And I'm just scrolling back.
She's not in there now. These are sunflowers that self-seeded in. This was the tomato bed last year, which I've just pulled my garlic out of because it was all rusty. But it was all good. I'm drying it. But these are just sunflowers which popped up from last year.
Oh.
This is my elephant garlic, which is still happening, which is nice.
Yeah.
But I've neglected this year, to be honest. Last year, even my wife said, last year it was a lot more organised. Yeah, because last year I weren't doing a garden with Kim, I weren't doing a podcast with Mark, I weren't writing for the newspaper, I weren't doing this.
Yeah, you get more projects, don't you? And then
Exactly.
the first ones slide a little bit. My garden is...
Something has to give. This is the start of the whole lot, and then this is the one that's given.
Yeah.
It'll be all right.
Yeah.
I can't see any.
No? Oh, I just saw something. I think it was she sent me a message. Oh, well, I don't know what it is. Never mind. Well, Louise, thank you very much.
Lightning round.
Oh,
yes.
What is the lightning round? What do I have to do?
Are you ready?
What do I have to do?
Answer.
Quick fire answer.
Okay.
Tea or coffee?
Coffee.
Flowers or vegetables?
Ooh.
I'm still going to say veg.
Beach or forest?
Forest. Every day. Hate sand. Hate it.
What's your go-to emoji on a text message or any message?
Like cry smiley face.
Okay.
Like
Oh.
you're so laughing so much you're crying.
All right.
Yeah. If you could have one snack for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Oh, probably peanuts. I would say.
Yeah,
I want to try and grow some of them.
Yeah, they're quite hard to grow, aren't they? They grow in the ground. Really weird.
Yeah.
They need to be really hot.
Yeah, and that wouldn't have worked this year, would it?
Hot and dry, no, cold and wet.
Maybe next year.
Yeah, maybe. Dog, cat.
Chicken.
Chicken. Yeah.
Finish the sentence. My perfect day would be.
In my garden.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Sowing seeds or potting on?
Sowing seeds. I hate potting on. Loathe it.
So many people hate
potting on.
Oh, it hurts your back.
It depends how you've sowed the seeds. That's the difference.
Yeah.
If you just sprinkle the whole packet, potting on's a pain in the backside.
Yeah, I did buy some really, really nice new module trays this year, and potting out of them was a bit of a dream because you just lift them up and they're in these perfectly little. But my old, if you just mass sow and you have to like pick apart the roots. Oh gosh, no. Hate that.
Spring or summer?
Oh, spring.
Cold day or hot day?
Hot.
Depends whether I've got a really thick coat or not.
And final one, what is today's favourite plant?
Oh, I'm going to say runner beans because they're foolproof.
They are.
They're just, so productive.
Very good vegetable plant.
Yeah, you can't beat a runner bean. Talking about beans, look, I've just watched Moss. While he was doing that, he was plucking broad beans from them. Watch him. I just watched him pluck broad beans off that plant. Little bugger.
Not the slugs eating all your vegetables, it's moss.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see you. Little git.
You're just sharing with all the animals.
Yeah, it's all right. Just going back to peanuts quickly.
Yeah.
I love peanuts. And because it was Father's Day on Sunday and I was in Birmingham, so my kids got me, I knew, to be honest, because I got an email on Sunday morning from the RHS. They'd bought me an RHS membership, but they had registered it and got me it, which is amazing. And every year, because my favourite are peanut M&Ms. They get me a packet of peanut M&Ms, you know, big share bag ones. And Teresa rang me this morning and said, "Did you eat all them peanut M&Ms last night?" I went, "No, didn't eat any." She said, "Where were they?" So I just left them on the coffee table. Bramble had ate the whole packet of peanut M&Ms. She got through in the night, but dogs are not supposed to eat chocolate
They're not supposed
or
to have
peanuts.
chocolate.
And she's
You have to go to
absolutely
the
fine.
vet.
She's absolutely fine. And that was nearly 24 hours ago. No problem. I just couldn't believe it. But we didn't really notice because the dogs have a little, I like to say they've got their own room, but it's basically the old downstairs toilet with their beds in. And we don't go in there very often because they always come out to us. And Teresa found the yellow M&M packet. By that time it was too late. So, yeah, but she's absolutely fine.
Oh, well, your kids will have to buy some more, won't they?
Exactly.
Yeah.
I didn't get any of them. Oh, thank you so much, Louise. It's been absolutely lovely.
Thank you. I was terrified, but it's actually been really nice. I've had
terrified
fun.
of us too.
No, it's been really good. It's been really good. Thank you for having me on. It's been really nice.
No, thank you. Yeah, it's been fun, and I can't wait to keep following your chickens, see how they go.
Yeah, I've not put many posts on about them because people seem to get angry about chickens.
Do they?
For some reason, yeah. I just can't deal with the negative comments, so
yeah.
I'll put the odd post
I know
on. But, yeah.
what you mean, and I was talking to someone at the NEC at the weekend, and they'd been getting some stress and some hassle about chickens, and I thought, just stop it. It's no. You
know. I might just stick to the plant.
There's always going to be negativity about everything, isn't there?
Yeah,
somewhere along the line.
Look,
there is.
Can't keep everybody happy all the time.
No, you can't please everyone, can you? You just gotta live life your own way.
Yeah, definitely.
Majority of the comments about Ben's garden were extremely positive.
Yeah.
So there's maybe one or two, but they just shout very loud the negative.
Exactly.
Yeah.
In everything in life, the positives are brushed over, and you forget about them. You just remember the crap stuff in everything.
Yeah.
Because there's so much more positive than is negative. So that's
yeah. I'll post some more about them.
If not, just send me some pictures.
Yeah, I'll just send you some private chick pics.
Exactly. Love a few chick pics. Oh dear, brilliant. Okay. So good to meet you.
Yeah, lovely to meet you both.
You should have come and seen me on this garden at the weekend, though.
I actually didn't see you at all. I did see a few other people and didn't dare approach them, but I actually didn't see you.
All right,
I wouldn't have approached you anyway.
All right, next time then.
Yeah, next time. Yeah.
All right, okay.
See ya.
See you later.
You don't have to kick me out because I don't know how to leave.
Okay.
Kick her out, Mark.
I'm not.
Bye.
See you later.
Bye.
Bye.
Gone.
Oh, lovely.
That's nice.
She's nice, isn't she?
Well, now we know what she looks like. We'll look out for her next time.
Definitely.
I hate approaching people, but I'm trying to get better at it.
Yeah.
It is a skill. If you're not born with that sort of natural.
Oh yeah, I know what you mean.
To just go up to people. I mean, people at plant shows just go talk plants. If you know plants, people will talk plants all day.
Exactly.
You've got the commonality between people.
Yeah, definitely. Mm. Yeah. For some reason, I don't struggle. Hello. Yeah. Yeah. So Gardens World was lovely.
It was.
Cool.
I wish I could have been there more. To be honest, I feel like
it's a shame you couldn't get back for a day while the show was on.
Yeah. I was going to come on the Thursday, but it was just got so much work to do at work. I just couldn't do it.
It's peak season now, isn't it?
Every day there's like a list of 5 jobs that I could be doing at the same time.
Even though you've got 2 new staff.
Yeah.
Who we did abscond one from you.
You absconded one and then broke him.
Oh no, we didn't. Oh, he's lovely. He's such. You're so lucky to be with him all day. He was with us. He had Sunday, Monday, and then Sunday again. He's such an absolute amazing bloke.
You know how many people have said that to me over at the NEC and stuff. Like, it must be amazing having Chris at work with you.
Yeah.
So, not necessarily happy. That's not true of anyone. But he just radiates positivity and such passion for plants.
Constant.
It's
constant.
Joy.
Yeah.
And even when he's down, he's not a bad person to be around. He's not, he's not vicious with it.
No.
Or anything like that. It's more towards himself. He gets angry with himself.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's brilliant. And speaking of Chris, it's his birthday tomorrow, so make sure everybody sends him a nice.
Oh yeah, definitely. Let's get him some messages going. Yeah, he's a good fella. He really is. Really is.
I think sometimes he gets his limitations, but we all do.
Definitely. We definitely do, yeah. I was going to say to you, are you going to Hampton Court?
Yeah, I've got press day tickets. So
are you going?
I think so.
Oh yeah, I think I'm going to go as well. Good.
Chris is going, so I think we'll probably go together.
Yeah, Chris is definitely going. I don't know whether we could do maybe a little have a recording of a short through the gun game.
Yeah, I think we should definitely start doing that sort of thing.
Yeah,
because I loved what Jenna Rashinda did. Yeah. Have you heard that?
I listened to it today. Yeah, brilliant. It was really good.
Ben came across very well on it.
Did, yeah, really good. I really enjoyed that. He was. Yeah, I don't know how to start. Yeah, but it's really good. I enjoyed it. He did come across really well. You're right. Yeah, it was. They done well, even though they didn't come and see me. Another one, they didn't come up and see me. They talked about the garden to the left. They talked about Leanne's to the right, but they didn't come to our garden.
Yeah.
No, they're a couple of lovely girls as well, aren't they?
They are. I can't wait to meet them. They definitely won't be at Hampton Court press day because it's their wedding day.
Oh, right. Right, okay, yeah.
They've got a valid excuse.
What day is it? 1st?
6th of June, is
6th, is it?
July?
Yeah. July,
yeah.
Hopefully.
It's not in the pack.
Yeah, we'll have a chat about that.
This is my Father's Day present.
The garden father.
Garden father.
Brilliant. I couldn't believe mine. That's fantastic. And I got the message while I was there because they registered it and all that with my email, and it come through and said, "Oh, welcome to the RHS." Oh, whoa!
That's cool.
Brilliant. Because when we were, I kind of knew because when we were at Chelsea, there was an offer on 30% off or something like that to join the RHS, and I said to Teresa, "Oh, I'm going to go and join." She went, "No, don't." I went, "Why?" She said, "No, because the kids are going to get you." Don't do it because you're going to ruin a whole lot. So I kind of knew it was coming, but it was nice, really nice, thoughtful. Yeah.
Right. I've got 14% battery.
Okay, mate.
It dies, we lose the podcast.
Oh God, don't do that. And can you please possibly add me as a collaborator this week?
Yeah, because I completely messed up last week.
Last week, the bloody Garden World Live one.
On another planet last week. Back down to Earth this week.
Yeah. Right. Okay, go and do that then, and I'm going to go and have some tea because I'm starving.
See you all next week.
Thanks, everyone. See you later.
Bye.
See you, Mark. Ta-da, bud.
Bye.
Thank you for listening to Through the Garden Gate.